Good afternoon, Superbasshole Fishing Tournament family and Northwest Bass Holes. I also want to give a shout out to Crossing Lines Fishing. I'm hooked, get hooked, Too Fresh Fishing, and Operation Tackle Box. If you're a member of any one of these pages or groups, that is your passport into the Superbasshole Fishing Tournament family. It is a totally free tournament. Your entrance fee is your membership in one of those pages. Okay, so let's get down to it. I have got some product that came in today, and it comes to us from Lou Roberto of Get Hooked and Lou's Lures. Now, I've been doing business with Lou for a long time, and I keep going back to him because he just does an outstanding job with the baits. I love his color schemes. And then there's also, on top of that, a couple of favorites that I just keep going back to every single year because they work. Now, the two baits that I'm going to show you have the distinction of going 9 for 9 on catching bass for each one. I hope with this next coming year to go 10 for 10. Many of you have fished these baits, many of you will swear by them, but if you have not had one of these in your fishing arsenal, there is something about the patterns that Lou has generated on these particular baits that just generates the strikes. And you want to have unforgettable day, put some of these in your tackle box, throw them and see what happens, and tell me if I'm wrong. All right, let's get into it. We've all seen this one before, and this is one of my particular favorites, and I keep going back to it. And the design in the bait scheme is simplistic. Sometimes less is more, and this is a direct representation of this. You know, it's got that generalized frog pattern on it, and you get this spook out there moving across the water. It will generate all kinds of interest out there in the water. Like I said, I went 9 for 9 with this particular lure. And these two baits that I'm showing you today have the distinction of being the only lures that I have gone 9 for 9 back to back with out of my fishing arsenal. Get some of these, get them in your tackle box, and see if your hookup ratio just doesn't start to skyrocket because of this particular paint design and scheme. 2 trebles, hookup point, golden eye. And just look at this brilliant paint job. The clear coating on this thing is just flawless. Lou does an outstanding job. Thank you, my friend, for getting this to me so I can get it out to them. Outstanding. All right, let's get down to the final bait, and it's another one of my favorites. It is a staple in my fishing arsenal. The Angry Perch. Angry red eye. Look at that beautiful paint job that Lou has put on this. And 2 trebles, and it's got the feathered tail on it. And this strike target right here, as it moves through the water, it gives the bass something to focus on, and it gives that back end just a little more wobble to it instead of just having just the treble itself. Look at that strike target. And I never fail to hook up my bass with this popper right here at the end. I can't recall ever getting a second set of the trebles in on the bass. It's always right here. Beautifully done. And this is another one that I have gone 9 for 9, and it was within the same day fishing the same hole. They got tired of the spook, traded it over to the popper, and I just worked through that hole again. Wham, wham, wham. What can I say? Outstanding. I love it, and I love it so much that I keep going back to it in order to bring it to you. I want to make everybody out there a believer in the paint scheme that Lou has got going on with these two baits because they work. And I am so pleased with what I have received, and I hope you like what you have seen, and I hope you will in the spring of 2021 join us for the Superbasshole Fishing Tournament. So it is the holiday season, people. I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas from the Superbasshole Fishing Tournament family and Northwest Bass Holes, and be good to each other. Take somebody fishing with you, and as always, each and every one of us is northwest of somewhere. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye for now.